On the Temple Mount in Jerusalem's Old City stands a Muslim shrine called the Dome of the Rock. One of Earth's most priceless pieces of land is the Temple Mount, home to the Dome of the Rock, the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and the Golden Gate. Let's find out. With this finding, under the Dome of the Rock, scientists have become shocked. The Umayyad Caliphate was established on top of the location of the second Jewish temple built in 516 BCE to replace the destroyed Solomon's Temple, which the Romans destroyed in 70 CE on Abd al-Malik's orders during the Second Fitna in 691 to 692 CE. After the first dome fell in 1015, it was built from 1022 to 23. On Friday, October 2nd, 1187, Salah ad-Din retook Jerusalem, and the harem was once again dedicated as a Muslim shrine. The cross atop the Dome of the Rock was changed to a golden crescent, and a wooden screen was erected around the rock below. Other harem renovations were completed by Salah ad-Din's nephew al-Malik al-Muazzam Isa, 615 to 24, 1218 to 27. Who also erected the porch to the Aqsa Mosque. During the Mamluk era, which lasted from 1250 to 1510, the Sultan's lavished royal attention on the harem. The extensive remodeling was carried out in 1817 under Mahmud Gul's rule. On Monday, July 11, 1927, a significant earthquake struck Palestine, severely shaking the Dome of the Rock and undoing many of the repairs made in previous years useless. The Dome of the Rock is the earliest surviving example of Islamic design. The two engineers, Raja ibn Haywa of Basin and Yazid ibn Salim of Jerusalem, were instructed to fund the building lavishly. For Muslims, the Dome of the Rock has great significance. Muslims consider the Dome of the Rock a component of the revered Masjid al-Aqsa, the third holiest mosque in Islam. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, led the congregational prayers delivered by Allah's prophets and messengers as he traveled from Mecca to Masjid al-Aqsa. Additionally, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, used the beautiful ladder from the sky to ascend to the heavens from the Dome of the Rock. It's also thought that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, left a footprint on the rock that may still be seen today. This is why the Dome of the Rock is so significant to Muslims, since it is revered by Christians as well as Muslims. Jews and Christians both hold that the Temple of Solomon once stood where the Dome of the Rock now stands. Up till Salahuddin Ayyubi's capture, Christians worshipped there. Jews also believe that Ibrahim offered his son as a sacrifice to God in the Dome of the Rock. As a result, the rock is significant to all three Abrahamic religions. According to Professor Shlomo Dov Goiti of the Hebrew University, the Dome of the Rock was built to eliminate the fitna or aggravation caused by the numerous beautiful places of worship belonging to other religions, with the shape of a rotunda serving as a battle sacra symbol. Despite being foreign to Islam, it was designed to compete with the numerous Christian domes. /AC according to Cresswell's book Origin of the Plan of the Dome of the Rock, people responsible for building the temple used the dimensions of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. The dome of the shrine is 20.2 meters in diameter and 20.48 meters in height, while the dome of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre measures 20.9 meters in diameter and 21.5 meters in height. It has an octagonal shape. It consists of a wooden dome with a diameter of around 60 feet, 20 meters, erected on a raised drum made of a circle of 16 pairs and columns. An octagonal arcade with 24 ports and columns surround its circular. Porcelain side walls that reflect the octagonal shape make up the outside. They are around 36 feet 11 meters high, 18 meters wide, and 60 feet long. There are many windows in both the dome and the external walls. Byzantine architectural history is evident in the Dome of the Rock structure and adornment. However, its building in the 7th century marks a formative period in developing a distinctive Islamic visual aesthetic. The railing exposes and safeguards a section of the sacred rock below the dome. Under the rock's surface, there is a natural cave accessible through the stairs. Marble, mosaics, and metal plaques embellish the building's interior and exterior. However, the mosaics in the Dome of the Rock use a similar technique to those in Byzantine public structures and churches, and lack any depictions of human or animal forms in favor of Arabic script and vegetal patterns mixed with pictures of objects like jewels and crowns. Some commentators started to claim that Abd al-Malik constructed the Dome of the Rock as a replacement of the Kaaba after the Abbasid dynasty came into power in the 8th century to move the location of the Muslim pilgrimage to Jerusalem from Mecca, which rebels led by Ibn al-Zubayr then ruled. Modern academics have contested this view, pointing to the Abbasid historiography's strong anti-Umayyad bias and evidence that Mecca remained the Hajj's location during Ibn al-Zubayr's uprising. Other academics have proposed an eschatological rationale for constructing the Dome of the Rock, contending that its positioning, design, and ornamentation are consistent with Islamic and Byzantine notions of the Last Judgment and heaven. Jews believe that the dome's rock is the foundation stone for the universe, and this rock is considered to be somewhere inside the site. The Dome of the Rock underwent several centuries of shape and function changes, and serial restoration initiatives changed its identity. Each conquering force that took control of Jerusalem laid claim to the monument. Al-Mamun's added inscription from the Abbasid Caliph claiming credit for the building's construction. The Crusaders' use of the dome as a church, and the Ottoman Sultan Suleiman's extensive restoration program that covered the structure's exterior in a modern and distinctly Ottoman program of Islamic tile work. 80 kilograms of gold were provided by Jordan and Saudi Arabia in 1994 to renovate the gold dome's facade. The Dome of the Rock is a physical representation of the intricate web of interdynastic and multicultural links that underlies our narratives of history, which are typically more linear. The dome was once owned and managed by the Ministry of Aqsa and Jordan. Non-Muslim were not allowed in the region until the middle of the 19th century. Non-Muslim have had some access since 1967. However, non-Muslims are not allowed to pray on the Temple Mount since they are not allowed entry after Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon's visit there in 2000, which some saw as a provocative act that sparked Muslim riots. The facility was once again made accessible to non-Muslim tourists in 2006. On Fridays, Saturdays, or Muslim festivals, non-Muslims are not permitted to enter. Entry is made by a covered wooden walkway near the Mukrabi or Memonites Gate. The Western Wall security entryway. Non-Muslims are not allowed inside the mosque, and they are not allowed to enter the Temple Mount through the Cotton Market. Hebrew language materials, prayer books, and musical instruments are restricted, and visitors are subject to stringent security checks. Most Orthodox rabbis consider admission to the site to be against Jewish law in addition to these limitations set by the Muslim Council. This prohibition is founded on the idea that, despite the temple having been demolished many years ago, the exact location of the Holy of Holies, the sanctuary that only the high priest has access to, has yet to be found. Some rabbis, however, think that contemporary archaeological and other data have made it possible for them to pinpoint locations that may be securely accessed without breaking Jewish law. And that's it. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one.